Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to Whips, Bits and Chat. Right, so let's get on with a video catch up. So first up this week was the Whips, Bits and Chat number 55. Now, everybody's claimed their prizes off of that one, so that's super duper cool. And then on Tuesday I sneaked on with Move Day. Craft Room's getting a new home. Can it be that bad? Or should I say, how bad can it be? Can it be that bad? How bad can it be? Well, you get to see how quickly I managed to move the room down. Now, that video was only half of the room. Okay, because on Move Day, not only did I move that down into this room, but I had to move this room to accommodate the shelving and make sure that we had room in this room to make said shelving. So I will tell you all about that once we get through the videos. Video catch up, I should say. Oh, and I sneaked in, didn't I, on Tuesday for an impromptu live. Now, Tuesdays are normally when I would have done my lives, and it's normally 7 o'clock. But I sneaked on at 8 o'clock to do it, and it's been the first live for a couple of months, just solely because of the COVID thing and being so ill that well, not so ill, but being ill, and I didn't want to worry you. So I'm going back to trying to get out lives each week for you. So that'll be at I need more coffee. So I intend to try and keep up with my lives this time round and come and talk your ear off every Tuesday between 7 and 8 p.m. GMT. So fingers crossed I will see you there this Tuesday coming. And then the next video that came to you was on the 6th of May, and that one was a Crochet Now extra magazine and bits. Now these are the sections that sometimes you get with the magazines over here in the UK that some people do actually throw away. But they're definitely the bit that you'd lose. So I was really lucky to get these from a local charity shop. Now, I'd just like to remind you guys, if you're watching one of these videos, any of the book or magazine videos, and you really love a pattern in them and you don't have access to that magazine, pop a comment in that video saying which magazine number it was, and give me a description of the picture that you've seen, and then I can have a look through the magazine and see if I can find you any extra details like the creator's name and the name of the pattern, so that we can go off and search for it. We've been lucky so far. We have found some of the patterns, and some of them free. So always check the drop down box in those videos just in case we've already found the one that you like. And then on Friday I sneaked in with my Throwback Friday again. So I really hope that you liked looking at those two videos. Now on the 8th, which is a sneaky one, I don't normally put out videos on Saturdays, but on Saturday we had 10 really easy questions. It's another tag video, so I've tagged a few and I received the tag myself. So I hope you've had a chance to look at that. If not, of course, all links will be up the top and in the description box down below. Right, and then of course we've got today's video. So today's video is a pretty fun one. We have got me discussing the move and some other bits and pieces. Now remember, we have competitions that are due to be picked today. Right, so because of these competitions, what I'm going to do is I'm pre-recording this on Friday, so I will not know at this millisecond who has won because I can't pick them until tomorrow, but I will be sliding those into this video with the edits. Gotta love editing, haven't you? Right, so now on to a completed whips. Well, as you know, I have been horrendously busy, so I haven't got anything finished, but what I have done is I managed to start putting my Vincent the dragon together. Now I will put a link to the pattern down in the description box, as it is a written pattern. There isn't a video tutorial to go along with it that I have found as yet. Now, all I've done so far is I put his body and his neck together, and then I have just not even tacked it, but just decided to put the belly on to make sure it's looking all right. Now I have got his head ready to go, and I have got 2.5 arms done, but at the moment, or last night I should say, I was sitting there making the tube for his wings, because you can make a tube and you can put wire in or stuff in. Now I had nearly finished the tube just using stuff in, but I didn't like it, so I'm going to attempt to use wire this time, because the dragon's going to a 16-year-old, so she should know better than to chew on a lump of wire. So hopefully next week I will have him fully finished for you. Right, and the other thing I have been doing is just making up poppy leaves. Okay, because it's easier if I do a whole batch of leaves, and then when it comes to putting the poppies together fully, it means I've just got to grab them out the bag to sew them on, rather than sit there and have to make them each individually as I need them. Right, so this week I'm running another cheeky little competition. Okay, at the moment I use Primrose Yarn's DK Green. Now this stuff isn't made anymore by this company. I don't even know if the company exists, but I managed to get a load of this from a lady called Angela, who I found on Facebook, and it was one of my very first big hauls, and I managed to pick up enough of this to probably do poppies for at least the next 2 to 3 years. So the competition I'm going to run is just a simple guessing game. If anyone is really lucky enough to work out the answer, I'll be super chuffed. Right, so the question this week is, how many poppy leaves can I get out of 100 grams of green? Okay, I will give you a clue. It is somewhere between 400 and 500. And I know this because I finished them last night. So yeah, 400 to 500. So just pick a random number. If you don't get it, it doesn't matter. All entrants will count, and unless we have somebody that magically finds that number, and then they definitely win. Right, so that's the competition. Right, so what you're actually going to win is yet another choice of a C2C pattern. You need to be over 18 to enter, or sneak on your parents' account and get them to enter for you. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and that you have your list open so that I can check. Right, and I think that's about it really on the rules. Phew, I hate rules. And the competition will close on Saturday the 15th of May at 10:30 at Greenwich Mean Time. So this gives me a chance to be able to pop it into next week's Whips and Bits video. Right, so now on to what else I've been up to this week. Well, as you guys all know, in the UK last weekend it was a bank holiday weekend. So on a Thursday evening, my daughter sent us a message saying, is there any chance I could move back home? She had sort of said that she wasn't going to, and she was happily staying with some friends, but then she has sort of gone, nah, I'm coming home so my mum can do me washing. Cheeky, isn't she? So she sends us this message on the Thursday, any chance? And we turned around and said, yep, not a problem, and give us a little bit of time to sort out the purple bedroom, because of course that was her bedroom originally and it is again now. And so she was like, yeah, not a problem, I'm fine where I am for now. So Friday morning we get up, or should I say I get up, hubby goes to work, the youngest goes to school, and I start clearing, as you saw with the video earlier on in the week. So I start clearing and I bring half of the yarn downstairs. Basically what you saw me move, I brought downstairs and I put under the dining table. Now I had to move the dining room table from where it is now up to the window, Okay, turn it round and then shove all the yarn underneath it, because we needed room to be able to build these shelves. So my husband decided he was having an early finish, and I popped up to home base to pick up the yarn. Not the yarn, sorry, to pick up the shelving. Now he picked up one set of shelving and went, that should be plenty. He didn't know how bad I was. So yeah, so he came home and we built these shelves, and then we put them there. Then we moved the table back, and I started unloading the yarn. As I was unloading the yarn, he brought down the computer from upstairs, which is a bit of a shame because it meant that you didn't get to see all the rest of the yarn and where else I'd hidden it. Basically, it was in the rest of the wardrobe, but there was still quite a bit that you didn't see sneak out. But he brought that down, and he was wiring up as I was stocking up the shelves, and then going back upstairs to get the rest and bring that down. So that was a Friday. A Saturday again was a more moving of yarn and making sure that that room was clear, empty and aired out nicely for her, as well as having to take down our old bed, because we had a bed in our room that has a TV that came out the end. Posh, I know, but it wasn't. It barely got used. And I can't sleep on that because of my back and neck issues. I have to sleep on my stomach with my feet hanging off the end of the bed. Otherwise I get cramp all in my leg if I have to sort of lay on my tummy with my foot along the mattress. So about 6 months ago we'd bought a new bed base, and it's been sitting in the garage waiting for my husband and me to make it, or find the time to make it, and it's just been one of them ones where we'll get to it. So I've been having really lovely sleeps in the purple bedroom, right? Because of course we both snore. And so sharing a bed, sort of in the morning, sometimes you wake up with a bit of a headache where the other one's been snoring in your ear hole, and vice versa. See, I admit it, I do snore. And so of course Saturday afternoon we are putting up this bed, like the bed frame. We did that pretty quick. We were pretty chuffed with ourselves, because normally one of us will go, oh, I can't deal with this, and we'll leave the room and go and do something else and leave the other one to do it, depending on what the item is. Normally with beds he gets left with it and I get left with shelving. But we worked really well, and we had the bed basically put up within an hour. We were super chuffed. So that was the bedroom then sorted. Everything had to go back in, of course, a bed had to be made and all that other stuff. So then I got to come back down. Sorry, I got to come back down and carry on organising this room. And then of course, while all this was going on, my eldest daughter's pinging us with messages, sort of saying, right, I'm nearly packed, ready to go. Do you know what day yet? And we're like, well, give us a bit more time and we'll be able to tell you. So as my husband turns around and says, yep, not a problem. I'll come and pick you up on Monday morning and make sure everything's packed. So Monday morning, I've still got the bed frame in the lounge. It's propped up and we're trying to offload it. So we've gone onto Facebook Marketplace, basically saying free if you can pick it up as soon as possible. So we finally had someone come and pick that up at about 6:30 on Sunday. Not Sunday, sorry, 6:30 Monday. By this point my daughter's stuff is coming in the house as he is taking the bed frame out. She's bringing her stuff in. Then it's a case of getting it all upstairs and me making all the storage boxes that she'd use for the move. So every half hour I'm going, got an empty box yet? Have you got an empty box yet? Just so that when I look down under my table, I can then see all of the projects that I have completed that I haven't got rid of yet. Sorry, that I haven't sold. They're all in boxes in order under the here. There's 3 totes worth. Oh, and there's another box that needs a tote as well, but I'll get to that when I get to that. Yeah, so it was super busy weekend, and I have not had to move so much in ages, and I'm quite impressed actually that nothing gave way, gave up, and I'm still working. Well, apart from the brain. That never worked though, did it? Now, as some of you saw on the live, yeah, it was the live, wasn't it? On the live on Tuesday, I'm in the process of making my very first amigurumi tutorial. It hasn't got much further, but what I have managed to do is that most of the tutorial I've done the main bit. It's just the extra bits that I now need to do and show you how, of course, how to put it all together. Now, there was actually a bit of an issue with this tutorial. It would have pretty much been out to you this week, but when we moved the computer down, as per normal, when we have to muck around with the computer in any way, shape or form, something normally goes wrong. And this time it was actually the volume. The settings were completely skew and off, and I was recording through the mic, which wasn't picking up. So the original video had a sound that was like this, and I thought it was a bit unfair to put out a video where the volume was so low you struggled to hear it. And of course, the only way to rectify that would have been to spend another 2 hours or so in editing and putting all the information on screen. And so that's why I've ended up having to re-record the whole thing. So fingers crossed, and that's all going to be out, ready and out for you on Tuesday. Right, so here is the section for the competitions. Now, our very first competition up was from, I've lost the info, gang. So our first winner that I need to choose today is from Whips and Bits and number 54, and they have a chance to win a pattern and get to choose which pattern they want to win. Now remember, it is a corner to corner pattern at the moment, as I haven't ventured out of my safety zone as yet. So let's swap to this camera just here, and I will set it up and we will then draw. So good luck, everybody. Now, because I knew that you had a 1 in 7 chance of winning, I decided to run this on the spinny wheelie thingy. So let's bring my tablet down and set it all up so that you can see it. What you each have is everybody that has picked the appropriate day, which happens to be a Thursday. Your name has gone onto the wheel, and I've given you 2 chances because there wasn't that many of you. Okay, at a later point, if I do something similar to this again, I may not be able to use the spinny wheelie thing because it will take too long. Right, so I have got the spinny wheelie thing, and as I knew there was only going to be a limited amount of you and that would get the right day, I've put your names into the segments. Now you're getting 2 attempts each at winning today's prize. You're all there, I double checked, and this is now 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. So ready? Let's get the spin wheel up. Come on in. Oh, that button. So the spin wheel is on. Good luck, everybody. And the winner is a Crochet LNS with Deborah. Congratulations, darling. I am so sorry I had to shorten your name. It wouldn't fit on my wheel. Welcome back. So the next competition is for from Tuesday's live. Now, I'd run the competitions during the live, but I also gave you an extra opportunity to win the featured pattern that week. And that was to add "May the 4th be with you" within your comment and in the comment section. And now let's pop over and see who's won that one. I'm pulling my hair out. Okay, so I did intend to run this with the random comment picker. If you want to see how badly that went, look in the outtakes at the end of this video. So because it mucked up and it didn't want to play, I have gone back down to using the spinny wheelie thingy. So I've typed in all your names and let's have a look and see who wins. Right, so here we are for the May the 4th be with you with the spinny wheelie thing. It is now 11:25. I have typed all of your names that responded with May the 4th into the comments of the video. So let's get on with spinning this wheel. Right, so good luck everybody. And the winner is Teresa Loves Me Some Yarn. Congratulations, darling. So congratulations to the winners. And now to claim your prize winners, and what you're going to need to do is fire me off an email. My information is in the drop down box and down below. You have 1 week to claim your prize, because otherwise after a week I'll forget you won. Right, short-term memory issues. Pain. Alright, so as I said, fire me off an email and then we will discuss which pattern you like the look of. So if you want to have a sneak peek at some of the patterns, this isn't all of them by the way, just some of the patterns that you could win, jump on to Whips, Bits and Chat volume 38 and fast forward through to minute 36. There I show some of the patterns. I have to laugh. It is literally probably half the patterns I now have on offer. And remember, if any of the characters look like someone you have seen before from a film, remember those ones are the win only patterns. The others you'll be able to purchase once I get my shop up and running. Right, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and congratulations again to the winners. I will see you all really soon. So please, if you can, stay in, definitely stay safe, and ta-ra for now everyone. Rotate camera, volume check. And I can't do it when I've got the screen on. Okay. Rotate volume and camera check. Checking. Please work. Okay, so now it's time to draw the winner for the May the 4th be with you. And now this competition, of course, was added in after the live, into the live comments. So I hope you read my description boxes, because you never know what I may sneak. Now, apologies for the movement of the camera at any point during this. I will try my hardest to keep it still. My attachment is too far away otherwise for you to actually see the screen. Right, so good luck everybody. What I have done here is I have removed the filtered duplicate users, exclude that one, and we are going to filter with May the 4th be with you. So let's get the comments. Well, that's rubbish. What is going on with this stupid thing? Now, I know for a fact there's at least one of you, because I copied. I copied it up of one of your entrances. Okay. Let's go filter duplicate users, get comments. Now this is going to say 106. Now there isn't 106 of you. Okay, so I don't quite know how to do this one. Filter it, May the 4th be with you. Enter. Get comments now. None. Oh, for sake. Right, okay, so I am not going to be able to use this method. So I am going back to the spinny wheelie thing.